In Out and About, two of our own volunteers, Fred and Urcel Young of Neosho, show us how to fillet and cook mouth-watering trout.
You're going to show us how to fillet fish today.
Yes, I sure am. And I've filleted a couple to show you what they're going to look like.
Oh,
this is what
boy.
they'll look like when I get through.
That looks good.
And now this is how we're going to do it. I've taken the head off of these fish, but you can do it either way. Cut right behind the gill, and then we'll start down the back.
When did you learn how to fish?
Well, I learned how to fish when I was a young girl. We lived on a farm in northern Wisconsin. And my father, we had a little lake on the back of our farm, and my father built a raft. And he'd take one of us each time he'd go fishing and taught us how to fish. Now, you see what I'm doing here?
I see, yes.
I've cut this on the back, and now I'll take it off the back bone. But anyway, that's how I learned to fish. And then, when I went away to school, kind of put fishing on hold for a few years, and then we went out to California, and we bought a cabin overlooking a trout stream.
Oh, where was this?
That was in Bouquet Canyon in Angeles National Forest.
It was a beautiful spot.
Oh, it was absolutely beautiful. And then that was a stream that was stocked with trout. And I got to the point where I knew just exactly when the trout would come. I knew the sound of that motor.
Oh, I bet.
And so anyway,
Out all the time, didn't you?
I fished every day. And my mother lived with me, or with us. And now you see, I'm starting on the other side of this fillet and doing the same thing. My mother lived with us, and she loved to clean the fish, but she thought maybe I should learn how to fillet. So she taught me how to fillet fish.
So let's see. Your father taught you how to catch fish, and your mother taught you how to fillet fish.
That's right.
I would say that's a beautiful example of wonderful parenthood, would you say?
Absolutely beautiful. It really was.
Do you think the fact that you have your knife sharp there helps you out tremendously?
Oh, yes. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. You know, I've tried to do my little bit as we go along.
It sure does.
I think maybe by the next time I might know how to fillet a fish.
Well, I would teach you.
Well, gladly.
If you're watching carefully, you'll know how by the time we finish today.
Yeah. But how do you prepare? Of course, I know, but maybe the people like to know how you prepare the fish.
Well, when I fillet them like this, now you see I'm holding the skin, outer skin, and I just slip the knife underneath there.
That's fantastic. That eliminates any bones, doesn't it?
That's right. And that's for the way they're nicest. I don't like to pick bones, and very few people do. But anyway, when I fillet them like this, and you ask me how I prepare them, I dip these fillets in lemon butter, put them on a broiling sheet, and put them under the broiler. And
that's beautiful.
Doing it like this takes, maybe 4 or 5 minutes, and they're done. And put a little seasoning, whatever you want. I put a little garlic and a little herb seasoning and that sort of thing.
What kind of trout are these called?
These are rainbow trout.
Oh, yeah.
And I got these at Roaring River. A beautiful place to fish, as you know.
Oh, yes.
All right. Now this is the waist. We'll dispose of that. And here are my 2 fillets. Aren't those pretty?
Those are terrific.
Now, if I didn't fillet the fish and left them like this, we do them out on the grill, on the barbecue. And I put a little slice of lemon in here and my seasoning, close it up, and rub it with olive oil, and spray my grill, and put them out there in about 7 minutes, and they're done. And they're wonderful.
You also have a good recipe for smoking fish, don't you?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I can do 10 fish at a time. When I have a smoker, and we put the 10 fish in. We have to soak them in a brine first, overnight, and put them in there, and it takes maybe 3 hours. And when they come out, are they ever good? We take them out warm and take the skin off and take the bones out, and you just have fillets like this, and they're all smoked.
Oh, that's terrific.
Now, do you think after I've shown you this, you could fillet one?
Well, I tell you what. You've done such a beautiful job today.
It's my job.
I sharpen and you fillet, and I'll know how to fillet the next time we catch fish.